I may not be Doug over at Metalworks Machine Shop, but I get to climb up on stuff every once in a while too. I got some, well, I would say borderline terrible footage for you today. I debated about whether or not making this into a video because
Can't reach it.
the head mount and being up close and the lighting and the wind and everything else, just really not good footage. But since this is something out of the shop and a little bit different than norm, I thought I'd go ahead and make a video out of this. But had a customer call me and say that the brake quit on their water pumping windmill and they needed me to come out immediately to get it fixed. And we actually had storms coming in, I think it was for that night. It's been over a month now since I went out and worked on this windmill. I can't remember if the storms came in that night or the next afternoon now, but basically storms came up immediately.
Backwards. Short on them
But
for some reason.
basically, within the next couple of days, we had some pretty severe storms, so it was very good that I got out there and got this brake fixed for him. I set up my knuckle boom crane, put all the extensions in, and was just barely able to reach this windmill. I didn't think this windmill was that tall, just standing there on the ground looking at it, but it's up there. Yeah. And then I tied my climbing rope onto it. For those of you who don't know, which I'm sure most of you don't, because, well, I haven't talked about it in years at this point, but one of my hobbies is rock climbing. Really enjoy it, so got to use my climbing gear for this as well. Had a lot of fun.
Oh, it's oily up here. Dang it.
That's actually why I get called out to do windmills. I have the knuckle boom crane that can reach the top of them, and I have the rock climbing experience, and a lot of people around here know that. So they know that I enjoy doing this, and I'm going to actually be safe about doing it. I'm actually tied in, not just hanging off the side of a windmill.
It's not quite the right position. A little too high.
But one of the problems I had is I couldn't find anybody to go with me on this job. I have 3 people that can help me out from time to time. Well, actually, technically 4 people. I have 4 people that can help me out from time to time, and every single one of them was busy that day.
Oh, those are not 9/16.
Alls I needed was someone to tie wrenches to my tag line so I could just lift them up and down, you know, get the right wrench, lift parts up and down, that kind of stuff. And since nobody could go with me, that meant I had to climb this windmill. Luckily I got to rappel down, so that getting back down was easy. But I had to climb this windmill, I don't know how many times. I was wore out.
Okay, I do have it locked off down there.
One of the things I do want to talk about is to tie off this windmill, since we were getting gusts of wind every once in a great while, and it was actually windy up on top of the windmill. You can hear it in the mic. But anyway, I used a tie-down strap. I guess it's technically a cam strap on this one, not a ratchet strap, looks like, and a chain, and was able to pull the pump back down. And that made sure the windmill didn't take off running away from me. And then once I was up on top, I used some climbing webbing, a few carabiners and whatnot, and actually lashed the wheel in place so it wouldn't turn.
Might work on it.
So it's pretty safe. It wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then I reached in there and tried to figure out how on earth to repair this brake. I was actually getting worried when I first started working on this. I was going to take this entire wheel and hub off of the shaft, maybe even remove the head and bring it down to the ground and work on it.
Perfect.
Ah, did you catch that? Let's watch that again in slow-mo. Yep, there it goes. Now wait for it. Listen carefully. That's the sound of it bouncing off the tower and going out into the grass. Luckily, I can't believe it, I found that part again. I don't know how I did that.
Alrighty. There goes nothing. Ain't no wind down here. This is broken here. And they sent me a new, new used brake. But, yeah. Not the same size. So, I think I'm going to put this plate on here and try to weld it. And then I'm hoping that the bolt being on there will kind of sandwich that in there, because the mount, the cast iron mount, is plenty big on this side, so it'll kind of sandwich that in there. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know. Bumping like mad now. Oh, it'll work good. See if the brake actually works. Oh, handle fell down. Oh yeah, that stopped instantly. And release. Water coming out, see that? And stop. Heck yeah, we got her.
Oh, and go check out Doug at Metalworks Machine Shop. He's got a few good videos up, and the one I was specifically referring to was him climbing up a grain elevator to replace a gearbox. I enjoyed that video a lot. That was a good time.